Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Pickel show, where we help people find answers to chronic conditions, chronic health problems. And today we're going to talk about an interesting study that I found. So I want to go into that. And it was related to a topic called beauty sleep. And, does beauty sleep really work? What's really happening there? Is this kind of just this mythical thing, or what's really going on? So this was kind of interesting information in this study. In fact, let me see if I can pull that up. All right. So this study was in a journal called Nature Cell Biology. I'm sure a lot of you read this regularly. And basically, these are called body clock biologists. I mean, people who study the body clock. And when we think of body clock, I mean, that's your day, sleep, your sleep-wake cycle, let's put it that way. And this was out of the University of Manchester. And they were saying, hey, how does sleep help the body perform through the rigors of the day? Because during the day, our bodies are bombarded with things. We have different things happen to us. How does the body perform through these rigors? And what kind of happens in there? And when we say that, let's say it more from a physical standpoint rather than like emotional or anything like that. So, within our body is what's called matrix. And matrix means joints, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, skin. In fact, let's even talk more about maybe like skin side, because that would be more related to beauty sleep. So basically, the scientists saw that within the body, when we talk about skin or even in these other tissues, they're made of what's called collagen. Collagen is probably the most abundant protein in our entire body. So now what they found is there's really two types of these collagen fibers. There's the thick fibers and the thin, tiny fibers. And so these fibers are kind of like permanent fixtures in our body. And these thick fibers, we actually develop in our early life and up to the point of we're about 17 years old. When we're 17 years old, these thick fibers are in place. They don't really change much. They're like always there. This is our general structure. It's how we are. And of course they measured those fibers, and they're about 200 nanometers, whereas there's these thinner fibers, these tinier fibers that are about 50 nanometers. And these are the fibers that, let's say we're doing a bunch of stuff or we're busy doing physical stuff, these fibers break frequently. So, in fact, let me go off of this. So these little tiny fibers break easily through the day, and day in and day out, we get breakage and we get repair. So when we get good sleep, when our body clock is working properly, we have a good sleep-wake cycle, these fibers heal, and they heal in a way that is in a line. They heal. They're not all going different directions. They're all lined up, and that's what we want to occur. Now, if we don't get good sleep, then what they found is that those tissues are all crossed and go in different directions and kind of get amalgamated that way. So this is, again, what can create a problem here is these tissues go in the wrong directions. And it's interesting because in the study, usually we think, hey, aging or things not healing in our body properly, a lot of that's due to wear and tear, just things we do through the day that affect our bodies. But what they're saying is, hey, it's not due to the wear and tear. We get wear and tear on a regular basis. They were kind of even saying in the study, think of the body kind of as or the skin, let's say, as a brick wall, or some of our tendons and cartilage that take this wear and tear is kind of this brick wall. And this brick wall gets hit all the time by things. It gets impacted throughout our day. And so it wears off part of it. So we have to maintain it. Our body's got to come back in and repair it. So when we get good sleep, that repair process occurs correctly. These fibrils lay down properly and we get proper repair. But again, on the nights where you don't get good sleep, the nights where that sleep-wake cycle is off, or if you regularly don't have a good sleep-wake cycle, then that repair process is not occurring correctly. And this could affect a lot of different things in your body, but definitely could advance aging more. So really, this is showing, hey, beauty sleep, getting into that deep sleep is a very important factor in maintaining, or let's say from an anti-aging perspective, pretty neat stuff, pretty important. All right, so the other thing you've got to say is, if you're not getting a good sleep-wake cycle, if you can't fall asleep, you wake up a lot, you wake up in the morning and you're groggy and tired and you feel like, gosh, I slept 8 hours, but I don't feel like I got any sleep. Then you got to say, what's wrong with my sleep-wake cycle? Because there's a problem then. And usually if you can't fall asleep, yeah, this could be, I mean, yeah, if you have high stress that day, that may affect you, but it shouldn't be every night. But if you regularly can't fall asleep, there's got to be a reason. We've got to look at the mechanisms of the body that affect your sleep-wake cycle, from the brain to the adrenal glands to a lot of processes that go on in the body. If you wake up a lot during the night, or just wake up always at the same time at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., it's like, gosh, why do I always wake up at this time? And then you maybe can fall asleep or can't fall back asleep. There's reasons why this occurs, folks. So we've got to find out what's underneath that, and maybe why you're not getting into a deep sleep, which is making you feel tired in the morning, because you should be able to pop out of bed in the morning and have energy, and you should sleep through the night. A lot of people say, oh, I wake up in the middle of the night because I got to go to the bathroom. No, actually, your bladder should be able to hold itself throughout the entire night, and the brain should shut off that signal. So that's not really a reason. If you are waking up, it's because your brain is not getting into a deep sleep. So we've got to figure out why, because the brain has to have fuel, it's got to have oxygen. There's other reasons too, inflammatory reasons. So again, it's looking a little deeper, finding out what's going on underneath, so you can experience the benefits of this beauty sleep, of tissues and cells regenerating in your body and having these anti-aging processes occur naturally as they should. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed today's information, and do share this. Go to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and please, I ask you to share our videos with other people and let them, get this information, because there's a lot of people suffering out there who don't know they have options, don't know that there's ways that they can get help other than maybe conventional ways. So going outside the box can change a lot of people's lives. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed today's video, and God bless.